In the time it takes you to watch this video, Americans will have legally bet over $1.5 million on sports. And data from 2025 shows that less than 5% of that money will be wagered inside of Las Vegas. For decades, Las Vegas was the undisputed champion of gambling. It was the only game in town. You went to Vegas, or you didn't go anywhere. Then in 2018, the Supreme Court kicked the door off its hinges, and a bunch of tech nerds from Silicon Valley walked right in and ate Vegas's lunch. To understand how Vegas got so thoroughly lapped, you have to understand the gilded cage that it lived in. Okay, this is something I don't think a lot of people are aware of, but a 1992 law called PASPA gave Nevada a 25-year government-mandated monopoly on online wagering. Imagine for a minute being the only person allowed to sell pizza in the entire country. You reckon you get a little lazy? Yeah, you'd stop trying new toppings. Your service would get awful because where else are people gonna go? Well, Vegas got lazy. It stopped innovating on its core product because it didn't have to. There was nowhere else for all these tourists to go. The funniest part about the lawsuit that kneecapped Vegas, Murphy versus NCAA, if you want to look it up, is that it wasn't even about gambling, it was about states' rights. So let's get a little history lesson. New Jersey basically told the federal government, you can't tell us what to do. And the Supreme Court said, why do people wail on their horn so much here in Vegas? You don't need to. Why do you do it? Anyway, New Jersey said you can't tell us what to do, and the Supreme Court said, you know what? You're right. And just like that, the entire business model of Las Vegas became obsolete. This just happened a few years ago. The moment that decision dropped, it was a land grab. The state legislatures were tripping over themselves to pass sports betting bills. I don't even remember it happening. It seems like overnight, I was seeing ads on TV every day for pocket casinos. The market that Vegas had owned for a quarter century was carved up and sold for parts in about 18 months. The result? An absolute flood of apps like DraftKings, FanDuel, and they're slicker, faster, and they don't charge you a $55 resort fee to use them. Shocking, 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 I know. And while the Vegas Strip's revenue was flat in Q2 2025, the national online sports betting market exploded, handling over $70 billion in the first half of the year. $70 billion first half of the year. That's online sports betting. The user experience of placing a bet on an app is 1,000,000 times better than doing it in Vegas. Some would say, although where's the fun? Gen Z doesn't want fun. There are no lines, the odds update instantly, and you don't have to listen to some guy tell you about his bad beat. The tech is just better. And it's taken up all of Vegas's money. As one user on Reddit sports betting forum put it this year, why would I spend $2,000 on a trip to do something I can now legally do from my toilet? I wouldn't, and I am not. Reddit guys, that's what you sound like. And while the apps were attacking from the sky, a ground invasion was happening as well. A report from the American Gaming Association showed that in 2025, for the first time ever, revenue from regional casinos is projected to exceed the revenue of the Las Vegas Strip. These new regional casinos aren't the sad little slot parlors of the 90s, they're billion-dollar resorts. So, is online gambling killing Vegas? Is it bigger, better regional casinos? What do you think? Neglecting to build a product worth visiting in a world with online gambling is possibly what's killing Vegas. The apps just expose the truth. The emperor has no clothes, and he also charges for parking. $35 an hour here at Caesars, you know. So the city can no longer coast on being the only option now. It actually has to be the best option. And right now, according to all the reviews, people I talked to, it's not even close. The Las Vegas giants like MGM and Caesars have tried to compete by launching their own apps, but they're playing catch up in a tech-driven world. It's very expensive when you got that Silicon Valley money you're competing against. At this point, Vegas's only true advantage is the real-world destination experience that's on offer. But as we've seen, they're actively degrading that very experience with high prices and poor service, giving customers even less reason to make the trip. So, what do you think? Is the convenience of the apps worth the loss of destination experience? I know we have a lot of Las Vegas lovers in the comments today, but would you rather play the pocket casino? Or would you rather come to the gritty old gal that we know and love for so many years? Let me know in the comments below. Later, mates.